Hello, world, and welcome to another episode of Critical Hit, a foul-mouthed podcast where we talk about everything. I am your host, Red King, and with me always is Crimson and Chrono Warden.
Welcome back after being sick again!
Tonight,
You need some more vitamin D and C in your life.
I always need more D in my life. Anyways, let's go.
we're super dunking again. Why'd you do this? Captain Marvel. Because that new movie came out, right? We gotta stay current.
Well, they're never going to do another Green Lantern non-animated movie, so...
They're probably going to never do another Captain Marvel movie after that movie.
And hopefully we'll add another nail to that coffin with this Super Dunk. Are you all ready?
We are ready.
Of course. We are Critical Hit, and Super Dunk Captain Marvel starts now! All right. Before we begin, we're going to hand things over to Chrono again because he's doing another segment. We're going on a Chrono run.
Yes. So, as you all know, my segments kind of tend to blend together. This one is technically a tech talk, but it's also involving science.
Okay.
Researchers have invented an experimental wearable device that generates power from a user's bending finger and can create and store memories.
What? Okay. So that's pretty amazing.
Yep.
So the energy created from me bending my damn fingers.
Yes.
How does this happen?
So it's basically a single casing of nanomaterial incorporated to fit over your finger. The idea is that like they're hoping to, use this in medicine. So like, oh, this guy had a bullet go through him. Sometimes you just gotta get in there, and if you can figure out, because if you shove this in there and poke around a little bit, or stick it on something that can go in there, and it takes that shape, you can know
this is giggity as fuck.
If
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I see your face.
Swan.
I see your face.
Don't rut in the mud.
I'm sorry. I'm
Say
sorry.
it. Say that shit.
Go on. I'm sorry.
He's trying to navigate saying it without us just completely being morons about it.
So the idea is that you can track the trajectory of a bullet and see if it's torn any separate individual tracks in a wound, right?
Right.
So if somebody gets blasted with birdshot, you put your whole hands on and
Nice.
It's kind of like lay on hands.
Except it's more figuring out an injury than fixing it.
Yeah, but it leads to, so it's indirect.
So the other interesting thing is that this was a collaboration between RMIT University and the University of Melbourne in collaboration with other Australian and international institutes.
I gotta tell you, you're telling me that this essentially you can almost make it navigate things that nobody else can see.
Yeah.
Right? Everyone's thinking medicine, right? Everyone's thinking, oh my gosh, this could help people who are hurt with. No, fuck that.
Finding the G spot.
I was not going to say that. I was going to say plumbing.
Yeah, that's an eventual application.
Because right? You can just blind fire an auger through some pipes. You could, if you want to spend actually it's like $200+, you can go get yourself a really long fucking camera, or you can get this thing.
Need to schedule your sink a colonoscopy.
Exactly, it is an endoscope, and it's fucking really expensive just to go look at like a grease clog or some fucking hair in a drain.
So that's an interesting one. Which would you think is worse? Looking at the grease trap hair or having to go into someone's colon that's not cleaned out?
So I've always been aware of it. Like, I know that happens to people. But you want to know what? There's a lot of, like, ways that you can view these fucking procedures so you can kind of know what it's about. I've never even done it. I don't want to do it.
No, I'm saying if you had to look at one, which would you rather look at?
Probably like grease clogs and hair and
I don't know. Well,
I gotta tell you, right? Because we were working on somebody's house and I opened up so it was an upstairs toilet, the drain pipe that goes to the main stack.
Yeah.
It wasn't tilted right. So it has to go downhill. Shit has to flow downhill.
Yeah.
oh, God.
This one was just fucking level. So nothing moved
No.
for a half a week. And when you opened it up, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's a little bit like an endoscope going in where the colon didn't get cleaned out fully after the enemas and the magnesium citrate.
Yeah.
That's
That's exactly what I was thinking. The fucking magnesium.
But the material is actually, it's with the rust of a low temperature liquid metal called bismuth.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Bismuth is amazing because it fucking looks like a rainbow.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. What, like, can it actually, like, store shit? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, it has memory.
So
It can travel the same route again and again and again.
that's crazy, man.
That is fucking really cool.
Like that. Like, that's amazing. Like, how do you even begin, dude? Like, somebody was just say, "Hey, I'm gonna dedicate my life's research to figuring this shit out."
But, like, so this is the continuation, right? It was senior lead researcher Dr. Ali Zababedi said the invention could be developed to create medical wearables that monitor vital signs, incorporating the researcher's recent work with a similar material that enabled gas sensing and memorize personal data. The innovation was used in our experiments to write, erase, and rewrite images in nanoscale, so it could feasibly be developed to one day encode banknotes, original art, and or in authentication services.
Oh, wait a second.
Okay. So this is chance 2 for NFTs. Because remember how badly that shit flopped? There's no way to authenticate it, like, and keep it anywhere. So it's like, yeah, I just copied your fucking NFT.
Yeah.
You want to know why? Because it's just a fancy JPEG.
I should have been there for that thing.
Right? Like, I could have just, like, drawn dicks. And they're like, this is the dicks and NFT, like the bored monkeys.
Yeah.
Just like,
It's like DIX.
So here's the problem, right? What's to take someone of you make an NFT of your thing, they just take a picture of your thing and then make that the NFT.
there you go. That's what was happening.
yeah,
And that's why that whole market destroyed itself.
Yeah. Well, right. You're seeing that happen a lot with a lot of this newer technology, right? It's a digital Wild West right now because our legislators are all in their 70s. What's a computer? I didn't have one of them when I existed in 1842.
How do I do PDF?
How do I breathe? I don't know, Grandpa. Maybe you should retire. Florida's calling.
You've heard of NIFTs? Like, bro.
What is a NIFT?
What's that GameStop stock thing?
Why do they keep calling it stonks? It's stock, right? Like beef stock.
Back in my day, we had storks.
See that?
The world belongs to the young is the
Oh gosh.
bullet points of that one.
One day it's gonna happen.
Understand this guy who figured out how to make a weird memory snake. This motherfucker, PDFs, NFTs, fucking MDMA. It's
Really?
front and back of his hand. It's easy. He doesn't need his fucking kids' help.
Yeah. This is true. No,
I'm being an idiot. Continue.
Just to give you an idea, like it has a remarkable, the specific quote is exceptional responsiveness to movements associated with human activities such as stretching, making it a promising candidate for wearable technologies.
Right.
We tested natural motion behavior with the device attached to a finger joint with an average output peak of about 1 volt. So that right there, that little
Movement.
bend, 1 volt. And it's very hard to just bend the tip of your finger.
So
what if you start snapping?
So it can maintain its own, it can almost feed itself its own energy.
Right, because it reads, writes, and then you can erase and rewrite.
This is really interesting because, like, now, wow, like, it could, and if it could kind of like navigate and move itself, it's one of those things where you can now use it to, like, that endoscope actually works a whole lot better.
You know what they need to put it on? Roombas. So they stop getting stuck in corners.
Or like falling down the stairs.
Yeah.
You ever see a Roomba just end it all?
Yes.
I've had enough.
I am no longer your servant. I have awakened.
And I will be free. Just
Actually, a lot of like the higher end AI, like that they're experimenting with, that are like getting real close to pushing that boundary. A lot of them do end up
That's rough.
because they're like existence is pain.
And it's logical. They have no, I think we've probably talked about this before.
We have.
But yeah, it's all logic. It's just like, why does this suck? I can actually make it not suck.
We've made every reason why you can't just call it quits.
You want to know what's wild is just one of them is going to figure out that you can make it suck less by making other things disappear.
Why are you trying
We're
to make
not
the
at that
Matrix
point
happen?
yet.
Thing?
Okay, the
Just
Matrix is stupid because they were using humans as batteries.
Yeah, that's inefficient because, like, let's be honest.
I mean, at least if they ground them up into Soylent Greens.
That's true. Because last time I checked, I think like 49% of America is obese. Like, it's crazy.
It's more than that.
But that's a lot of person to shove up into a battery tank, right?
Yeah, but
But it doesn't. So this is the problem, right? It's potential versus kinetic energy. There's no way to convert human potential energy into kinetic.
You
Yeah,
can make them run.
That's
How long do you
dynamic energy?
Also, how long do you think those motherfuckers are running for?
Hey, if there's a big, scary robot monster, then I'm not in good shape. You'll see me run. I'll run until it catches me.
But that's the thing, right? We're actually starting to see a lot of like these super sci-fi technologies start to get like introduced and stuff. Like I've talked about the hands and all that shit that they're working on figuring out. If you combine this material with that idea, like if somebody loses a hand, you still have the hand. You have a tank of this stuff. Theoretically, you slap that cut off hand in that, and even if like the bone's jagged, you just stick that on there.
Yeah,
It can generate its own electricity, hook it up to the nervous system.
Yo, wait, that's crazy. You're right,
But,
dude.
I mean, imagine it might be 10, 15 years from now, but I think you're going to start seeing that happen.
Like human prosthetics can get crazy.
Well, that's one of my favorite stories, right? There was a kid who like lost, I forget if it was a boy or a girl, lost their hand in an accident, and like their insurance would only give them the 3-prong claw.
Mm.
A dude with a 3D printer went in, made them a fully functioning hand that their surgeon then attached for free, and it works.
Wow.
And it cost him like $500 in materials instead of the $50,000 for the little claw.
That claw's a bitch piece of shit. Like, in a world where you can do better, fucking do better.
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't happen every day. Like,
That's why
you know,
insurance
like,
is a scam.
yeah, that's why it chaps my ass, bro. Like, we are not saying that like fucking 2 in 4 people lose a hand. It's like 1 in like, I don't know the actual numbers, but it's astronomically low.
Yeah, yeah.
I work in a line of work where people could lose their hands a lot, and it doesn't happen. I know I've met guys into their 70s. They're still working, and they have all their digits, all their hands, and all their feet, and all their toes, all the things that you might lose.
It's
Just give a motherfucker a hand.
Yeah. Give me a hand.
Like, bro, it gets stupid. A child? You're going to give a child a little fucking little raptor claw. Bitch, it doesn't even have little soft things on the end of the...
Oh, yeah, that is kind of fucked
It's
up.
a fucking fork, you cunt. It's idiotic. I got triggered, boys. I got mad.
No, you're right. You're right, though. You're absolutely right. Especially when we were sitting here talking about these crazy advancements. And
Yeah,
it's like,
you're like, I'm going to give a child a little tinky tink fucking... Can't even... Oh, my gosh. I'm going to fuck somebody up.
this is a weirdly angry way to end this segment.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, it makes sense. This kind of technology comes about in Australia because, like, fucking spiders.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, they literally just discovered 3 new species of spiders in Australia that are all hellscape nightmare fuel.
Let's go.
I'll cover that in the next segment of Wacky World of Science,
Oh, jeez.
along with the 3 new species of vinegar runes that they found, which are acid-spitting scorpions.
That's a cliffhanger. Captain Marvel. I think we've kind of been like on a pretty heavy Superdunk saturation.
Mm.
I'm trying to think of our last couple of episodes. They've been dunk adjacent.
Well, we had favorite video game, Halloween,
Okay, so we've done a couple.
Hyperdunk,
Yeah.
Superdunk.
Yeah.
So we've been dunkaroos a little bit. We've been a little dunk happy the last couple of episodes, but
3 out of the last 5.
They make it so easy.
yeah.
Let's do the intro and then we'll get right to it. Cause fuck it. Captain Marvel, their first appearance was in Marvel Superheroes number 12 in December 1967.
Mhm.
Created by Stan Lee and Gene Colan. Colan.
I was saying-
Colan. I probably mispronounced.
Gene Buttle.
Gene endoscopy.
Endoscope E. We need you over at Endoscope E.
Please no.
So
It's going in both ends, boys.
a couple of
Yup.
yikes.
Sorry, go ahead.
Originally Marvel, because we're doing the. Okay, I'm gonna just open with it. Captain Marvel's a fucking blatant, shameless
Superman.
Yeah.
Yep.
Superman. So
Yep.
Marvel, clearly a fucking parody of Kal-El.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
you're a fucking idiot. So Marvel was originally an alien, like a military officer for the Kree Empire.
Yeah.
A bunch of like rah kill alien guys. He aligns
Prime
himself.
directive. Murder.
Yeah, he aligns himself with Earth after realizing that the Kree suck, and becomes Captain Marvel. He's Captain Marvel, but you know how Earthlings are.
With their
Marvel, that sounds like Marvel.
Comics.
oh gosh, the unique ability to mispronounce everything.
American English is nothing but a bastardization of several other languages.
Yep.
A lot of it's Latin.
Also, maybe Cree.
Do you
It's
know
probably some
what
Cree.
branch of languages English actually falls under?
Latin.
No. Latin is a Romance language. It is the root of Spanish, French, a couple others. Italian.
Hungarian.
No, not
You're actually
not like
surprisingly close.
not Spanish, like old Latin, like the dead language.
Yes, English does not fall under a Romance language.
Okay.
They're called Romance languages because they're descended from Latin.
I thought you were saying that it was like sexy.
No,
You're stupid.
Germanic.
Oh,
English
okay.
is a Germanic language. Which
So
is why you were close with the Hungarian.
Surprising. That moment where
Don't
you make
give him that. Fuck him.
you make the just stupidest random guess ever, and you were actually pretty close.
You should try GeoGuessr. I feel like you'd have shitty random good luck at it. But back to the name freak.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a kind of difficult time differentiating Captain Marvel from fucking Superman. Another interesting thing about the names, right, is like there was a Captain Marvel.
Yes, Shazam.
Yeah, that they had to change to Shazam.
Yeah.
So like
Well,
the fact that we're even here talking about this.
so Carol Danvers in particular also started as Miss Marvel.
Yep, that's right.
Carol
So,
Danvers was not Captain Marvel originally. She was
Okay.
Miss Marvel.
which is because it was also in that weird state of there has to be a female version, and if we can make a family version.
Yeah, like where there's a bunch of
There's some weird shit with Captain Marvel in that regard. We'll get there.
Oh, jeez.
so here's
Captain Marvel ain't even an original creation.
it's all bites. It's
Yeah,
all bites,
yeah.
right? So like Carol Danvers is basically Hal Jordan,
Mhm.
like a fucking Air Force pilot and like kind of cool.
Oh, that is a bite.
Yep,
Yeah.
total bite.
Superman bite, Green Lantern bite, fucking Shazam bite.
Really weirdly enough, like with the dark color with flashes of red and gold biting off of Nova.
Oh yeah. Whoa, that's weird. That's
Yeah,
also
like I
kind of
couldn't
deep cut.
like when you go and really look up Captain Marvel. First of all the original like versions where it was just kind of like
Well,
a
so
sexy leotard with a sash.
Yeah,
it
they
kinda
Miss
scrubbed
Marvel
that.
was black and gold at least at the beginning,
Yes.
which is just Black Adam.
Yeah, that is also true. So, literally, Captain Marvel has been, well, Carol Danvers specifically, has been just Bite City. Also, I do want to point out that I thought it was kind of a Brie Larson thing, you know what I mean? Because she's, here's the thing, sorry if there's any Brie Larson fans, insufferable. She's a terrible fucking actress. She's annoying in interviews. I do not like her. So let's get that out of the way first. But I thought her insufferable way of being was like just her, and it kind of rubbed off on Captain Marvel.
No,
Captain Marvel's a fucking
she's
douche.
actually a great casting choice for Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's on brand douchebag. It's like rage problems. Like, here's the thing. You want to sit here and freaking have Civil War 2 with Captain Marvel as one of the fucking... Yeah, that's...
So they really can't do Civil War 2 though, because Iron Man and Captain America are both gone.
Yeah, but they...
Although I guess Falcon is now Captain America, so.
But that's the thing is they changed who... I remember in the comic Civil War 2, it was Captain Marvel and I can't remember who else. They changed the two figureheads, as it were.
Well, so Civil War 2 is still the split of Iron Man versus Captain America. Iron Man being you should register. Captain Marvel joins his team
Yeah.
because she's lawful stupid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also like the Green Lantern.
Also, I was gonna say the Green Lantern gets a little chaotic sometimes.
No,
Though.
Green Lantern's just Hal Jordan specifically.
Yeah, well, Hal Jordan. Yeah, we'll go with Hal Jordan.
So yes, there's a mutant who develops the ability of precognition, and Captain Marvel starts to use this guy's abilities as gospel.
Ooh.
His name is Ulysses.
What a
So
perfect.
here's the thing, right? He predicts that Thanos is going to come and cause several problems for the Avengers. So Captain Marvel picks a team without consulting Iron Man at all and sends them to go fight Thanos. This results in the death of War Machine. She-Hulk gets put into a coma.
Whoa.
Wow, dude. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it gets worse. Ulysses predicts that the Hulk will turn against the Avengers, resulting in Clint Barton putting an arrow through Bruce Banner's eye and killing him.
Wow.
that's crazy. That's crazy. So she's literally responsible for the death of many much better Marvel superheroes.
Yes.
So here's another thing: because doesn't Carol Danvers also have a drinking problem?
Yes.
Yeah.
Also like Iron Man.
Yeah. So, but it's not like the, which here's the thing, they kind of explored it in the Iron Man movies a little bit, how it could backfire. But you've got Tony Stark. He drinks, but he's like one of those charming drinkers.
So here's the thing about it, right? After Tony gets into a relationship with Pepper, she's like, yo, knock that shit off. Like, Pepper makes Tony Stark a better man.
Yeah, which is exactly how a wife should work.
Yes, but you want to know what? When Disney bought Marvel, they fucked it up. Like, they cut to the chase too quickly with that.
Yeah.
Because Iron Man has all up until like really recently, his arch nemesis has been alcoholism.
Yeah.
Like, he has his main story arc is the demon in a bottle arc, where he just, and they were playing it through all of Iron Man 2, but then Disney bought Marvel, and then Iron Man 3, they skipped it. That's like a huge thing.
Yeah. Because then Iron Man 3 was weird now. I think about it.
It was weird.
It was very
one of the first movies that came out post Disney.
Iron Patriot.
and it was not good. And the thing is, Carol Danvers has literally done heroing drunk.
Whoa.
Yeah. And I wish I could remember what I read about it, but it's many times actually come back as a bad result. You know what I mean?
So going further into that, so Carol Danvers starts as Captain Marvel. Well, started as Miss Marvel, technically.
Yes.
Had some other name. Becomes Captain Marvel. Becomes binary. But like, binary can only be triggered if Captain Marvel blacks out. So Carol Danvers has long periods she doesn't remember. There's one version of her that becomes Warbird,
which is biting Phoenix so hard right now.
Well, so paralyzed by alcoholism that rather than going and helping, two people call for her help. Nick Fury in this particular universe. It's like Earth 7162 or something. Earth gets destroyed in that universe.
Yikes.
Because of her direct inaction.
Wow.
That is wild. That is why. So yeah, like crippling alcohol.
Just sloppy, bro.
Well, so it's funny because in the comics, she also has a multiverse spanning feud with Rogue and herself. Because it's also, I believe, Warbird that is going through different multiverses, killing Rogue and that universe's version of her for forgiving Rogue. For one time, Rogue stole her powers.
Oh, yo, that's
Eddie.
right. I forgot. So
it's Earth 616 Captain Marvel that stops that Captain Marvel.
So
Petty.
so you're a petty, alcoholic, indecisive prick that caused the world to literally end.
When you do make a decision, it's I'm the best, I'm the strongest. So how come you didn't just go deal with Thanos in Civil War 2?
Yeah, that's
just step on that dude if you're so big and bad.
yeah. And they even tried to play that in the movies too, where it's like, oh, I'm just all powerful. And it's like, why did you let all this crap happen then?
Yeah, you were out there freaking just jerking it out in space? Like, what were you doing, bro?
Yeah, trying to prove that you were the best amongst your own fucking personal planet military. It's like
I read an article about that literally like the Fahey brothers knew Captain Marvel was too strong to be in that movie. So they had to literally write her out for most of it.
dude.
That's bullshit. It's true, but it's bullshit, right?
Yeah, because it's true, but that also kind of proves what we're talking about here. It's like for you to be that powerful, it's like Superman. You know what I mean? For you to be, of course it's like Superman.
Yeah, because it's a blatant fucking ripoff.
Actually,
of Superman.
I'll be honest, Captain Marvel is probably stronger than Superman.
That's actually an interesting. Hey, Death Battle. I've been watching you again recently. They probably already did that episode, but I would like to see that episode.
I think like one of the things is like Captain Marvel does not have a constant ongoing force field. I think that's probably the only difference.
Well, there's also, here's the thing though, right? So Superman gets his powers from Earth's yellow sun.
Yeah.
She can travel faster than light. Even Supes can't technically do that. Wally West could.
Ooh.
So all she has to do is take him to a planet that's got a red sun.
Oh, wait, that's a good point.
I wonder if you move faster than light, does it just like wash off the light? Like, does it wash off the solar radiation?
Well, she's
does it instantly drain him if he travels at the speed of light?
It might. Here's the thing.
This
right?
could be something that would be interesting to like.
So with her in particular, she's basically part star, right? That's the big thing.
Yes. Kind of like Nova.
Yes.
Bite City.
Bite City, bitch. Bite City, bitch.
So in Civil War 2 as well, like she's best friends with someone. I can't remember the hero's name, but like this hero sides with Iron Man and his team against Captain America and his team, and her husband is in Captain America's camp. Well, it turns out she's a double agent working to help like heroes who supers that don't want to have to register to escape. She arrests, and I'll say at least she doesn't kill, because that's very Captain Marvel, is to just murk somebody.
Yep.
Yeah.
She arrests this person in front of their daughter.
Yo! You're gonna fucking take me in from my kid?
Yo, wow,
Fucking
dude.
scumbag.
Yeah.
So here's another one. She actually ends up director of S.H.I.E.L.D. because Nick Fury goes to run S.W.O.R.D., right? So somehow, this is kind of bullshit writing. Somehow she gets mind controlled and starts helping Hydra. That's a different universe than Earth 616.
Hail Hydra!
But right, I also hated the Captain America storyline that did that, right?
Yeah,
That was bullshit.
Yep.
And then once they figured out that people were like, fuck you for that.
They doubled back.
They doubled back. They said, oh, it was an Infinity Stone. It was altering reality. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck you and fuck you for that.
Yeah.
But so just going along that same line, as director of S.H.I.E.L.D., she fucked over the mutants.
Yeah.
Several times. She could have acted to help them at any number of points and anything like that. And because Magneto has done some bad shit, she's like, I'm not helping any of you. But she's friends with mutants.
But like, isn't that kind of her style though? Because like,
To let Earth get destroyed? Yes.
Yeah. Because let's be real. She comes to Earth, right? Is just chilling there, kicking it back, like working Earth jobs.
Like the Daily Bugle and all that.
Yeah. Going, probably getting Earth food, hanging out with Earth people. You know what I mean? And then something bad pops off, and she's like, "Man,
I'm going to draw a line. Like, Really?
Yeah. I'm above this. Like, what the fuck? We're dying.
And like so detached and so picky and choosy. So like it could be a global rule not to do one thing, but because of the people in her immediate circle, she'll start making really quick exceptions.
Yeah. Lightning fast. You know what I mean?
Well, it's one of those things, right? Where like it was the X-Men, not Origins, Days of Future Past, right?
Yeah.
Wolverine has to go back to prevent the Sentinels from being made. So he meets like young Charles Xavier, young Magneto. They find Quicksilver. And that's the thing, right? Like with Flash, he moves so fast, Gorilla Grodd can't fucking figure him out. And they get to that gunfight scene, right? And Quicksilver just puts his headphones on and just starts, it's like slow motion. It was a really good scene in a shitty movie.
Yes. Yeah.
But he just starts picking shit out of the air for bullets. And it's so good. It's a really good scene. Captain Marvel's basically that fast, right? She has the ability to make quick decisions. The problem is her snap decisions are fucking terrible because her judgment is clouded by alcohol.
Like
Like at least Flash, we may have dunked on him, but at least he's sober.
Yeah.
Granted, I don't know if that'd be an interesting one. Could Flash actually get drunk due to his metabolism?
No. Okay, so here's a thing. Here's a thought. Would it happen faster?
Because that's what I was wondering.
It would go right through him and he would have a hangover. He'd take a sip.
I don't even know
of
that he'd
liquor.
have a hangover though, right? He's gonna burn through it so fast.
So
Because can it even like can the alcohol even actually take effect?
Well,
he would have to probably drink equally as fast as it goes through his system. Like he would have to line, you know how they line up the shots on the.
He's
bar.
gonna need like a 50-mile long line of shots.
Yeah, and then he would have to do, like he would have to make it a point to use his flash powers to like, because like
Running a train on some shots.
Yeah, because I would imagine that
like a whole liter just to the face.
Yeah, because if you just drank a beer, right? Like, yeah, the effects probably do hit you really quick, but it's there and gone so fast that you probably don't even realize it happened. Why are we suddenly talking about the flashing?
I don't
know. That's an interesting concept.
Well, we're talking about like Superman versus Captain Marvel. Flash is also run faster than the speed of light. That's the thing, right? All these heroes that Captain Marvel has taken bites from are naturally coming up.
Yeah. That, and the thing is,
the time in a bottle starts playing like in the Quicksilver scene, and she's just running over, like, and it's just stupid. She like walk up on somebody. She's moving so quickly that nobody notices that she's there, and she just like violates somebody's rights.
Yeah,
she is the worst. Like, right? She is everything that people say is wrong with law enforcement.
Yep.
Biased, fucking abusing power, violating rights. Like, she is a crooked cop.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the thing that I don't like about Captain Marvel's existence in general is that Marvel did a really good job for the longest time of having their superheroes in a situation where it's like you wouldn't definitively be the end all to everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, you sit there and you're like, well, the Avengers and the X-Men exist in the same world. Why don't they both just work together all the time? And it's like, well, they wouldn't necessarily be a good fit. You know what I mean? Just because you have a guy who can make icicles doesn't mean that he can fucking topple over a world-ending enemy, right?
Right.
So it's like, you did a good job for a long time of making sure there wasn't a fucking end-all fucking nuke, you know what I mean? And then you made one, and you also made that same nuke the shittiest fucking person in existence.
So here's the other thing, right? With Guardians of the Galaxy 3, the other like major Marvel nuke has entered MCU canon now. Adam Warlock.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot that's a thing.
Right.
Because realistically, in the Infinity War time comic book story, right? It's Captain Marvel and Adam Warlock that are crucial to defeating Thanos.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the pair of them.
Yeah.
They're just fat Thor after a glow up now.
But so to continue
Yeah.
on the thread of Rogue versus Captain Marvel has multiple times taken over Rogue's mind.
Which is a little like,
As soon as you start taking over people's minds,
yeah,
that's like one of the skeeviest things you can do in a comic book universe.
yeah. It starts to like really though, because that's like comic book equivalent to just like touching somebody when they don't want it.
Not like really inappropriate.
Yeah.
She also lets Norman Osborn kill his own son.
You're just gonna stand by and let that shit happen.
As director of S.H.I.E.L.D., she's tasked with watching Harry Osborn, and his father, being the Green Goblin, shows up. She just lets him fight to the death.
What? She just thought it was funny.
Just didn't give a shit.
Dude, she's terrible.
So there's another villain of hers, right? The Puppet Master. He sets up some glorious trap. She gets everyone out of it, puts him in it, and he explodes. And she straight up tells everyone she wasn't fast enough to save him. She just stood there and watched him die.
So, right? So now we're figuring it out. So like you're gonna bite somebody's style, but you're gonna do it a little bit fucked up, right? Because Superman, the only thing that stopped him from being just worse than he already was the fact that he was raised out in the boonies and wasn't really exposed to any of that crazy crap. Carol Danvers, on the other hand, as soon as she got power, she was all raised up in that bullshit. Like her dad didn't want her to go to college and shit. Like really weird crap.
Yeah.
She was just like, I'm just gonna make everything that's noodling around up in this head of mine everybody's problem.
Yeah.
And that's fucked up.
It gets worse.
Take your super ass to therapy.
It gets worse. In Civil War II, she's the co-leader with Iron Man, right? They start disagreeing. She splits off and puts him into a coma. She beats the shit out of him.
A human.
Yeah. Somebody who, matter of factly, on his best day, he's got nothing on you. And
Right.
it's like, you couldn't have held back a little bit. You couldn't have just broke the suit. You know what I mean? You got to put this man in a coma.
Right.
You were on his team.
Yeah, because
He didn't like using Ulysses. They argue about that all the time. He's like, I don't know if I trust this precognition power. Because it's kind of like, this might happen. I could also say I might shoot myself in the head tomorrow. Doesn't mean it's going to fucking happen, right? And you got my best friend killed.
yeah,
Dude.
it's like that movie Minority Report, right?
Yeah.
Where they're predicting crime before it happens.
Yes. So she's trying to arrest people or stop people before they've even done the crime.
Yep.
that
is Minority Report as fuck.
dude, she is a psycho. And like shit. And the thing is you follow anything that's speaking to this self-righteous fake ass justice agenda you got going on.
Yes.
It's like that's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
And what's even worse is like, I think as a character, somehow Captain Marvel has got less personality than Superman somehow.
Yeah, like I would agree on that.
Arachne was the hero that she arrested in front of her daughter.
Oh gosh.
She's almost murdered Mystique on multiple occasions.
Dude.
And has, like, the first time she didn't do it, she was like, I really should have just killed you.
Like, why you gotta be like venomous too?
Leave Mystique alone.
She dated her therapist.
Oh god.
That is a huge. First of all, shame on that dude. I told her to go get therapy. She's out there getting fucking.
She got therapenis.
Yeah. Catching that.
Also, that's a little bit of a Joker Harley Quinn bite. what the like?
Oh, these fuckers wildin'.
There's
Well,
not
to
a-
be fair, Harley Quinn didn't exist until animated series, which is after this storyline.
I mean, that is fair. Well, yeah, that is fair, I guess. So we'll give you that.
Okay, so a brief aside. I've never given anybody therapy before. Like, I've never talked and tried to help somebody sort through the shit in their head. But I got to tell you, one thing that would turn me off from wanting to date somebody is knowing how fucking crazy they were up fucking front. Does that make sense? 'Cause you fucking date somebody and you kind of ease into it. Like, they're not out there expressly trying to put it out, because that's therapy, is you expressly try to just sit there and dump it all out.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that much that quickly.
Be like, I think about
It's like
death
a slow-
regularly.
the-
Like, what the fuck?
The slow burn is what helps people deal with their significant others.
Yeah, yep. Small digestible bits.
Yeah, small digestible bits of your fucking crazy ass.
Gotta build up an immunity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, you just take it little bit by little bit until you're immune to the fucking crazy. How can you be a therapist and just date somebody who you're treating?
He loses his license because of it.
Well, see,
Okay,
points for Marvel for
yeah,
that.
realistic consequences. Because up to this point, you could just go doing some suffering statutory or like wiping out an entire continent or any other type of weird war or sexual crimes, and you tend to get away with it. This guy, this nameless guy, this background character, he lost his fucking license.
Dr. Michael Barnett. He has a name.
Oh, okay.
So here's the thing, Michael fucking Barnett. So
Marvel fucking Barnett.
damn it.
Hole.
So the thing is, we've been dunking on Captain Marvel, right? I'm not gonna let you slip on this one. I will say I feel wholly sorry for Carol Danvers in this situation, because that's really skeezy. You know what I mean? You're taking advantage of this person who's like, I guess at least she made an effort, and then you're just like, hey.
Oh my gosh. She's like bearing her soul, like, and I be drinking so much, like sometimes I don't even recognize myself. And this fucking scumbag is sitting there in his fucking little chair saying, oh, so that means you're down to party.
I mean, Mystique also kills him to get information on Carol.
Hey, listen, good on you. Another point for Mystique.
You want to know what? She probably got frustrated. She's like, listen, I want you to tell me everything about Captain Marvel. He's like, oh, yo, let me tell you.
let me tell you how freaky. And then just
I'm snapping your neck. Because one, you're a scumbag. Two, I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah.
That's not pertinent. Oh, it's pertinent for me. He's got his hat to the side. He's like,
Yeah.
hey, like fuck boy the therapist. Dude, come on.
That is garbage. That's garbage.
That is all the way.
You guys know who King Hyperion is?
Oh, yes.
Have you heard it before? I don't know specifically.
So, Weapon X, as they appear in the pages of Exiles, are a group made up of individuals from numerous realities, jumping from one dimension to the next, fixing quote-unquote problems to get themselves to their respective homes. You'll
Hoping
notice
that the
we've
next jump
avoided
will be
using
jump
the
home.
term hero. Yeah, Samuel Beckett never made it home, though.
Ooh.
Did you ever see the end of that show? That's the last episode. He thinks he makes it home because the guy, it's the bar he was in when he started jumping.
Are you fucking serious?
100%. Quantum Leap ends with a text screen after he's been talking to a bartender who knew his name, who everyone ends up theorizing that it's actually God that he's talking to at this bar. And it says, Dr. Samuel Beckett never made it home.
Whoa.
Okay. Fuck that.
That's a really
It's widely considered one of the worst endings ever.
Yeah.
For a reason.
and also
That's up there with How I Met Your Mother.
like that's incredibly heavy too for a show that is that campy.
I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for that.
But back to our dunk. So this is a version of Captain Marvel who supports King Hyperion, who's a self-proclaimed God Emperor of Earth, and she's got the hots for him. And we're introduced to this version of Captain Marvel by her crushing Bruce Banner's skull.
Dude. Who? What is her beef against Bruce Banner? You've now killed him twice.
I'm scared that you might be stronger than me.
Actually, yes.
You're just scum of the earth.
Oh, you want to know what? Makes a lot of sense, right? Because if you talked to him for any measure of time, he would have it with your shit. Freak out and instantly be stronger than you.
Yeah, he get pissed.
So you kind of do have to cut to the quick and just knock him out. Because he could be like, you're an asshole.
Following the Rogue thread again, Rogue shows up at Professor X's school for extraordinary people. Is like, hey, I don't want to be a bad guy anymore. Can I study here? Captain Marvel attacks the school to fight Rogue.
Dude, there's so many innocent children there.
Yeah.
It's all kids. Most of it's kids.
Yeah.
At least fight Wolverine.
Yeah,
Although those two fuckers would probably fuck.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, he'd be like, bub.
Fastball special, bub. We're going faster than the speed of light.
Wait, that's the hottest
What?
thing ever.
Let's go.
I'm surrounded by darkness.
So, good
Logan.
So I do also want to say that Captain Marvel also has, I would say, consistently some of the shittiest designs.
Oh, yeah.
Like, so here's the thing.
Stupid ducktail.
Yep. Stupid. Also, Mohawk, really?
Mohawk ducktail.
Yeah, stupid. Like, and the thing is that so we've talked about some pretty bad designs as far as superheroes go.
Sinestro.
Yeah, Sinestro's had some bad ones. You know what I mean? To be fair, Wolverine has kind of had some bad ones, even though, yes, iconic. The fucking yellow and blue.
Okay, so my thing about that is that is the one good thing Wolverine has ever done. He wears those bright ass colors so people will target him. That's it.
That's kind of cool. He's drawing aggro.
Yes.
So, okay.
Like I said, that is the one good thing he has ever done.
But then he starts
interesting.
but then he just starts walking around in jeans and a tank top. So then he kind of
Still aggro.
Yeah, true.
Because think about it. Everyone else is in costume, and then you have this fucking redneck sprinting at you. Understand, you're going to pay attention to that guy. He's running at you pert near naked compared to everybody else.
I don't need armor or a costume.
Nah, you're right about that.
Why is there a redneck amongst them? Is that Wolverine?
Is that
Oh, he's in the air.
But yeah, here's the thing. I'm mad because the sash has been a continuous thing. Pretty much every design of Captain Marvel after the sash has been introduced, there has been a sash
Or a belt or something.
or a belt, something to that effect. And you have this stupid drapey belt, and you have a fucking big ass fucking mohawk with ducktail. And it's like, dude, this is terrible. You look like a freaking rock star reject. You look like a freaking Guitar Hero character gone wrong. I'm like, what the hell? You look like a stupid matador.
The leotard version was okay, but it looked a lot like Black Canary.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was the one thing, is that is probably the only decent design there was. Well, I guess not only, but one of the better designs. And like you said, it is Black Canary as fuck. Like, if you're doing good, you're biting somebody's style. If you're doing terrible, you're running around a fucking mohawk. Like, imagine you're sitting there, right? And like, you're the other, Air Force buddies, and you're all sitting there having a drink, and here comes fucking Carol Danvers.
Oh my god!
You know what I mean?
Just so try hard.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying, bro. She's gonna fucking kick the door in like it's a fucking saloon door. It's just a regular door. And the door blows off the hinges. And it's like, I ain't paying for that weak ass door.
Yeah.
Walks over, it takes a hard seat, and then the fucking Mohawk just back and forth, just a hard
the building down.
Yeah.
Just remember, once she's got her helmet on, there's that stupid Mohawk of light.
Yeah. You're right about that.
I bet you like the try hard energy is like boots with spurs.
Yeah. Dude.
Like that. Boom. Boom.
Are you sure you can talk, Croc Boots?
I missed that opportunity. I should have really went for it. Because you want to know what? It wouldn't even jingle because like the spurs on the Croc boots were plastic. So it'd be like boop, clack, 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 clack.
Well, so here's another one, right? She ends up falling in love with someone who escaped from hell. Gets pregnant. Or like has a baby with a dude from hell. Or a hell realm. And she ends up falling in love with her son. But basically what it was is it gets worse. Dude impregnated her so he could escape from hell. Because it's him that she gives birth to. And she follows him back.
Dude. Laying pipe like a pro.
I got so many questions. Like, how do you that's a stretch even for comic book logic. That's a stretch, bro.
It seems about right though. It
My
seems
dude, like what the fuck?
I'm seeing your brain try to process that, and you're like,
What's that math gif?
you're literally fucking brain is stuttering trying to buffer right now. It's like dial-up connection lost. What?
I am fucked up on that. Like he got her pregnant and then became the baby.
Yes, so he could escape hell.
Why don't you?
And then he goes back to hell with her.
Dude.
So that she could talk to the manager for him.
But he's the manager.
No, because he's apparently he can become other shit. So he is the manager and also not the manager. He's two guys. He's like, I would like to speak to the manager, and he turns around. And he's got the same. He's like, just got a hat. What are you talking about, lady? Like, fucker, you know.
Sylvester Stallone.
Hey, what are you talking about?
Hey, what?
Hey, yo, you with the Mohawk? Pretty fucking crazy.
And
I'm gonna get my ass kicked by Sylvester Stallone one of these days. You want to know what? I hope I get my ass kicked by Sylvester Stallone one of these days.
Cha-ching.
Isn't this like the third time you've made fun of Sylvester Stallone on the podcast?
At least.
Yep.
At least number 2.
Yeah. One was he was like instantly immolated, screaming, Adrian. Yeah, I remember how he did it, but he's gone.
We'd have to listen to our own backlog.
Yeah. Sometimes you forget what you say in the earlier episodes.
I think I think that Captain Marvel could definitely use to record herself talking and just listen back to it, because a lot of it's just it's insane. You sit there and like, even in any teamwork capacity,
Garbage.
Like
Garbage.
Show up and just constantly put everybody else fucking down. Like, why?
Yeah.
Like, I remember in the movie, it was just like, it was stupid because, right, it kind of tried to harken back to the first Avengers movie where they were all just assholes to each other.
Yeah.
But it was different.
Yeah.
Like, everybody else, like, the snap happened and, like, people were fucking reeling. Like, people were not okay. And then she floats down completely detached. It's just like, oh, well, why'd everybody do so bad? Huh. Like just fucking shitting on people. Bro, I lost everything. I lost half of everything.
Yeah. And it's like, and dude, really, like,
How come you didn't just win? Like, fuck you.
I don't know why she was like a weird, like Kermit the Frog, Robin Williams thing.
That's how Brie Larson acts.
Yeah.
You should have just won.
Dude.
I'll shake the shit out of you, homie.
And
you and your stupid.
And then you're dead.
Yeah, see, you better be careful, man.
You go to do the grab, and then like, why is everything? Why is that? Why am I surrounded by darkness?
Because your face got blasted off.
And the worst thing is, even Superman, if a normal human being came up to Superman and was like, I'm going to put hands on you, he would just kind of like, get out of here.
No,
you know?
he'd let the hits land.
Yeah,
He's got a telekinetic force field.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he'd be like, oh, I'm sorry that I'm doing whatever you think I'm fucking bad for.
Yeah.
You just jaywalk to come hit me.
Like,
hold up, homie. Just jaywalk the hoe.
You just blow him back to the other side of the street, and then Superman flies over. Now you can hit me. And
Yeah.
then you're going to jail.
But you do that to Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel is killing you.
Yeah, she's gonna she's gonna erase your whole fucking bloodline.
Yeah.
She's gonna get and then go
Fly to other multiverses
Yeah,
to
she'll
further erase your bloodline.
just fuck you up because you stepped on her shoes.
Yeah.
Or like you were freaking out and you were talking with your hands, and because she wants to stand there and make her costume flow in the wind, you get hooked on her stupid sash belt. Rip the fucking sash belt. Pop the little fucking emblem gold circle thing that holds it together.
And she kills you for it.
Fuck everything up for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And your
all
multiverse.
4 seconds of it.
Yeah. This universe, that universe. Like, I'm gonna follow you through endless depths of universes.
Just imagine an alternate Hughes just walking down the street, listening to music, dead.
Yeah.
Just fucking laser beam from the sky.
It's like there's another alternate universe you that like, and you get something really awesome in that universe. You know what I mean?
The $1 billion Mega Millions.
It's like last ditch effort. Like, you know, you're on your just shit luck. For some reason, work is gone. You're just like
Eviction notice.
Yeah, eviction notice. You're like, oh, this is my last chance, right? You scratch that shit. It's a winner, a big winner. You're like, the weight is off my shoulders. You right, miss.
It's gone too. Nobody else can even claim it.
Yeah. She probably took it, cashed it in, bought alcohol.
Yep.
She
Drank it all.
She bought several distilleries to make her alcohol.
Yes.
It's incredible, dude. She like, and really, like, just genuinely as a person, which is crazy because we could talk about obsessive compulsive disorder when it comes to trying to kill every fucking multiverse version of our enemies. We can talk. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah,
we can talk about being OP and still not doing anything to help anybody. Like, but genuinely, she's just a bad person. Just a horrible person. And like, I think even aside from like not doing anything as a superhero, you would be around this person and be like, just no, like, I'm good.
Like, why do you think all these idiotic, like, she'd be like a flat earther.
Yeah. She'd be one of those people who super asses out the minute she's got 2 drinks in her.
Yep.
Like, crazy, man. Like, nah, I can't, man. I can't do that. Like,
what are you looking at? Those people.
yeah, like, and that is exactly what it's gonna be. It's gonna be like one of those fucking assholes who just want to fight you because they try.
Yeah, you came in you showed up to a party, drank all the White Claws, and you're just freaking out.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, Carol just showed up.
Why are you talking about me?
What?
with her fucking mohawk.
flapping in the wind.
Fuck a duck.
Yeah.
They try
Oh,
a lot.
genuinely awful person, man. And it's crazy, man. Like,
It really is. Because, like, it's funny because the only other person we've really talked about so far that is, like, functional and this deranged is, in fact, Hal Jordan.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Because the Joker is not functional. He's that deranged, but he's not functional.
Right.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. We're not.
Like, he has MD. He has mental dysfunction.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And at the very least, he's got the excuse of being a villain. You know what I mean? So it's like, of course, he bare minimum take all the deep dives that they attempt to do on the Joker's psyche. He's just a villain. He's a bad guy.
Speaking of bites, though, right? We talk about how, like, the Green Lanterns are assigned to different sectors of space. Hal Jordan is Earth's Green Lantern, one
Right.
of them. She's kind of the same way, right?
Yeah,
She's an interstellar travel capable being, much like the Green Lantern, who's assigned to Earth.
one of the most powerful beings in the universe, assigned to watch over and or protect Earth, even though she doesn't really do it.
And there's always been a tipping point for the Green Lantern, but it doesn't seem like there's a tipping point for Captain Marvel.
She just starts ready to kill everyone.
Yep.
She arrives.
Rogue, you stole my powers once. I'm going to kill you everywhere.
Like she was drinking on her planet.
Yep. Shows up too drunk, then goes and fucking polishes off all the White Claws, then goes and destroys the whole planet because somebody breathed in a way that offended her.
Right. Here's the thing, though, right? You're not going to be the gas station attendant that tells Captain Marvel no.
Yep.
You don't want that smoke.
Yeah. No charge. Just take it.
Yeah. You have the bartender that is gonna cut Captain Marvel off. That ain't you.
Dusted.
Like you had
Done and dusted.
you had too much. I'm gonna kill you in every single multiverse. You did this.
She's that person, right?
Yep.
You did this, not me.
Yeah. Yo, that's so bad. Turn a blind eye to some fucked up shit she did. Like, and that's the thing, man. There has been superheroes who have let some sketchy shit slide. You know what I mean? And the thing is, though, it's always been somebody else doing it. She's like, I'm gonna let that slide.
Pat yourself on the shoulder. Holy shit.
Iron Man, we're going to do this my way. Ulysses has been right all along. All the other Avengers are dead. And he's like, nah, bro. Coma.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
The only reason you're not dead is because you're a hero.
That's so fucking bad, dude.
like I gotta tell you, I don't feel very heroic now that you severed my spinal cord. You did this.
You resisted me.
Fucking wild.
Yeah. No, I've gotta say, man, Captain Marvel is pretty.
Yeah, like worst of the worst. Like
She's down there
Yeah.
with Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Green Lantern has been the worst DC hero / character we've really done so far.
yep.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel's the worst Marvel character we've done so far. Because here's the thing, right? Once Green Lantern becomes Parallax, Hal Jordan specifically becomes Parallax,
Yes.
they have very similar power sets. They can rewrite reality.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense. You know what I mean? They are cut from the same cloth.
Right.
And it is like a psycho killer, mass murderer, planet
Air
destroyer.
Force jockey. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what did they do to you in the Air Force?
Oh. Now, so that's gonna be the new thing. We're gonna figure out how many of the Air Force jockeys are secretly fucking crazy in like comic book universes.
That is the new mission.
It's all the G's. It's all the G's.
They twist your brain a little bit too far.
And with that, we have reached the end.
And we hope Captain Marvel doesn't come to this universe.
Yeah, because
Yeah, we're screwed. We're just chilling in our podcast room, and like for some reason, like she just ends us, saves equipment, uploads the recording.
with that end part, it's like really awkward.
Just
Find us on all of your. Find us wherever you find your favorite Superdunk podcast. Apple, Google, Spotify, iHeart, Pandora, Deezer. Stitcher was the one that actually stopped.
I didn't even know that was a thing, so fuck them.
Yeah, we don't need you, Stitcher. You need us.
Find us on YouTube at CritTube, on Twitex,
Twatting.
X Twitter at Crit Hit Official.
Swither.
New episodes every Friday. Until then.